Lando Norris won a chaotic British Grand Prix on Sunday, safely navigating a rain-hit race punctuated by several safety cars and taking advantage of his teammate Oscar Piastri incurring a 10-second penalty when one of those safety cars pulled off the track. Norris only led for the last few laps at Silverstone, having remained largely anonymous for much of the race. It was Piastri who set the pace almost all afternoon until his challenge was undone when he slammed on the brakes too forcefully as the safety car peeled off and picked up a 10-second penalty from the stewards. That left Norris as the winner elect, providing he could complete the race cleanly, a difficult task in the inclement weather conditions that caused several drivers to lose control and spin off the track. It's beautiful, he told broadcaster Sky Sports afterward. Everything I dreamed of, I guess, everything I have ever wanted to achieve. Apart from a championship, I think this is as good as it gets in terms of feelings, in terms of achievement, being proud, all of it. This is where it all started for me, was actually watching you on TV many years ago. And now, thankfully, I've been able to have my go. By finishing first, Norris closed the gap to Piastri in the Drivers' World Championship and is now only 8 points behind his teammate. Piastri held on for second while Kick Sauber's Nico Hülkenberg claimed his first ever F1 podium in his 239th race, despite starting in 19th on the grid. Nico, 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 his team shouted as they mobbed him afterwards, finally celebrating a podium for the German driver who holds the record for the most races completed without ever finishing in the top three. What a race, coming from virtually last, he told Sky Sports. It's pretty surreal to be honest. Not sure how it all happened, but obviously crazy conditions, mixed conditions. It was a survival fight for a lot of the race. Nico Hülkenberg enjoyed the best afternoon of his F1 career. Nico Hülkenberg enjoyed the best afternoon of his F1 career. Mark Thompson Getty Images from the very start, it was an action-packed race with Mercedes' George Russell and Ferrari's Charles Leclerc among those pitting to change their tires before the race began. On pole, Max Verstappen started cleanly, but behind him, Liam Lawson and Esteban Ocon collided, sending Lawson spinning off the track and causing a Virtual safety car to be deployed. As soon as that Virtual safety car ended, another one started when Gabriel Bortoleto had to abandon his car as he tried to limp back to the pits. Once that one finished and the racing got going, Verstappen and Piastri battled for first place. Verstappen ducking and weaving all over the track to defend his position, though ultimately Piastri passed the Red Bull driver relatively easily. Rain began falling shortly afterwards, and after complaining about his tires not gripping the track, Verstappen slid wide, letting Norris through as well. All top three drivers pitted shortly afterward, but Norris endured a slow pit stop, conceding second place back to Verstappen. The rain got heavier, the cars kicked up so much spray, and the conditions deteriorated so much that a full safety car was deployed. Heavy rain wreaked havoc at Silverstone for much of the race. Andrew Boyer's writers. Then, as the race got back underway, visibility remained so poor that Racing Bull's Isaac Hadhart accidentally drove into the back of Mercedes' Andrea Kimi Antonelli, crumpling the Frenchman's car and causing yet another safety car to come out. Led by Piastri, with Verstappen close behind, the drivers bunched up again. As the safety car began pulling off, Piastri started trying to outfox Verstappen, but he braked so sharply that the Dutchman accidentally overtook him. Then Piastri accelerated away, and Verstappen spun out trying to match the Australian, slipping from second to 10th place. The stewards noted the controversial incident and hit the McLaren driver with the penalty that cost him the race. I'm not going to say much. I'll get myself in trouble. Well done to Nico. I think that's the highlight of the day. Piastri told Sky Sports, apparently you can't brake behind the safety car anymore. Although Piastri remained running out front, his days as the race leader were numbered as he was unable to build up an advantage of more than 10 seconds over Norris. Eventually, McLaren pitted him and Norris took the lead becoming tearful over the radio when he won his home race. Verstappen moved himself back up and finished in fifth place while Lewis Hamilton finished in fourth. This story has been updated with additional developments.